Welcome back to Rooster Crowing TV, y'all. It's been a minute, but we back. You heard me? Yes, sir. I just got off work, sitting outside catching some breeze, man. Man, I've been doing a lot of reading these days, man. Came across these two articles, man. You feel me? And I've been doing I do a lot of reading like every day. I try to get a lot of reading done just to improve my vocab, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, just to expand my vocab in general, you feel me? So I do a lot of reading. And for me, like, when I read like something, I memorize it better than when I listen to it or watching something or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, just for me. If I read it, I'm gonna, memorize it better than listening to it or whatever it is. So for that reason, yeah, I like to read, man. And so I'm reading these two articles, man. And before I get into it, I gotta say, man, one thing about us over here in the U.S., we know how to segregate. You feel me? We can't help it. We know how to segregate. You know what I mean? I remember like back in high school, it was almost like automatic. At lunchtime, you will see the white kids on one side, the black kids on one side, the goth. Everybody had their own little thing going on. But it was a form of segregation, right? Why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this to say, this article that I read, of course, it's about the shot, the jab, We're finding more and more ways, to make America a segregated country. If you're not paying attention, if you're not paying any attention to what's going on right now, right? There's a big divide between vaccinated and unvaccinated people. That's a form of that's segregation. You feel me? We got the likes of Delta Airline saying that they're going to increase surcharges on unvaccinated people monthly. To travel with Delta. That is also segregation. You feel me? That's a form of segregation. You understand? And that's what this school is trying to do in a sense. So the articles that I read is about this school in Eatonville, Washington. I thought it was Eatonville, Florida, but it's Eatonville, Washington. So Eatonville, Washington, they had a meeting like a week or two ago, right? At the school board meeting or whatever it is. And during that meeting, the idea of putting ankle monitors on athlete students' feet came up, right? Now, one article said that they were forcing the student athletes to wear ankle monitors, which isn't true. They're not forcing you in a sense. They're not saying, oh, it's mandatory for you to do it. You know what I mean? Wordplay matters. Wordplay matters. Like the way people word things matter. So in that sense, there wasn't like forcing anybody, to wear the ankle monitor. But they did give ultimatums, right? In order for you to play on the football team during practice, you will have to put on this ankle monitor. And the reason for student athletes wearing this ankle monitor is to assure that they don't come too close to each other. If you come too close to me, the devices are going to go off to let us know that we're too close to each other. But it's only going to be used during practice. Not during the regular games, just during practice. That doesn't sit too well with me. I have a lot of questions. How are you going to keep football players from... Wait, let me rephrase that. These are football players we're talking about. You cannot social distance on a football field when you're playing this game. On any sport. Soccer, baseball. Baseball, you might be able to get away with that shit. But football, I just don't see it. How do you separate? How do you keep people 6 feet apart during a football game? This is a full contact sport. I just feel like there's more going on to this whole thing than just simply vaccinated and unvaccinated people. Because to me, it makes no sense for football players, even during practice, to wear an ankle monitor unless this is a flag football team. But if it's a high school football team where we're doing full contact, this makes no sense whatsoever. This makes no sense whatsoever. So, even though they're not forcing you to wear the ankle monitor, they're giving you an ultimatum. And the ultimatum is either get vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, play on the team, or you can wear the ankle monitor to play on the team. Now, I don't know what that sounds like to you, but that sounds like if you want to play the football, if you want to play football for this school, you ain't got no choice but to take that jab or to wear the ankle monitor. It shouldn't be that way. The masks are still being used. We can still use masks. It'll be kind of tough to wear a mask playing football, but damn it, an ankle monitor. I just believe that there's something bigger at play here. I believe that there's something bigger at play here. The fact that you guys are now doing this shit to high school athletes, I don't see the sense in this at all. I don't see the sense in this at all. Is this a way for y'all to track is this a way for y'all to test these ankle monitors to make sure that they're actually accurate, as in like real time and everything? You know what I mean? Because we know like ankle monitors, like cases with ankle monitors through the system, some cases you could beat them because it's not always accurate. But these are new improved ankle monitors. I don't believe that they're doing this just for social distancing, purposes. There's something bigger going on here, because this makes no sense to me. If you think this makes sense for student athletes to wear ankle monitors doing practice but not doing the real game, if that makes sense to you, please explain to me how it makes sense to you. So we're going to use it during practice. Vaccinated, unvaccinated. Okay, unvaccinated, you can use it during practice. So what happens when there's a real game going on and you still don't have your vaccine? Can you participate in the real game, or are you going to have to wear the ankle monitor also before you play in the real game? Like I said, this makes no sense to me, man. What am I missing? I don't get it, man. But this is the new low. This is just another way to get everybody to get the jab. This is the new low. It's just another way to get everybody to get that jab, because it makes no sense to me. I feel like there's something bigger at play here, and the smoky is clearing up. Sooner or later, we're going to find out. You feel me? If you took one jab, you're going to take another one, and then you're going to take another one. Some of y'all are right now on your third ones, man, and y'all still don't think something up. If you're on your third one, right? You're on your third jab, right? If you're on your third one, there's a new variant that they just found. What's going to happen? Are you going to have to get another shot for this new variant? There's a new variant that they just found out about. If you're on your third shot, that means you're getting ready for your fourth one. It's going to go on and on and on. I don't see this shit stopping. That's why this whole thing makes this whole like student athletes wearing ankle monitors and all that shit make no sense to me. I don't see how it protects anybody from COVID. I don't see how it protects the students from getting COVID. What? A reminder that, oh, you're too close to me? That's the purpose you want kids to wear ankle monitors on? Like, I don't get it. But anyway, man, this is the discussion. You feel me? And the article came from the Daily Dot. That's one article that I read. You know what I mean? And then the first one that I actually read was the Post Millennials. You know what I mean? And they both, I read the stories. It was pretty interesting. You know what I mean? And for me, like I said, wordplay matters. Even though they're not like straight up forcing anybody to wear the ankle monitors, there are loopholes, and they're giving these students ultimatums. And like I said, a lot of this shit don't make sense to me. But let's talk about it down in the comment section, man. Till next time.